Handwritten headlines. Who starts?
It is time, and Brad, you're going to lead us off here.
All right. Bring it up then. Stop playing with me. Browns pull a shocker.
How's it a shocker? You just said there's no excuse for them to lose. It can't be a shocker.
It's a shocker, right? It's a shocker. Like 4th and 1. It's a shocker.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's a shocker.
Stuns the Ravens, right? I'm looking for Deshaun Watson to take a leap in this game. I swear it's coming. I can see flashes of it.
Yeah, we
right?
saw it a little last week.
So I'm going to see it, right? And he's a guy that he don't want to be no down and dumb quarterback down here that's not getting it done. I'm looking for a good performance tomorrow. I really am.
That defense of the Ravens scares
I don't know.
It scares me. Go ahead, Bull.
G's
Let's
up
see
next,
it.
actually.
Oh,
G's
G's
up
up
G,
next. Okay.
G, you're up next. 2023 Kool-Aid.
2023 Kool-Aid is alive and well.
Yeah.
It's not a Circle K. It's not a Circle K anymore. It's actually at Marathon. Check out your Marathon stations.
Circle K kicked you out.
Yeah, they said, bro, you
Damn.
He
doing
ain't
too
no
much.
marathon.
What about a Wawa? A nice Wawa, maybe?
Spirit of 76.
Wawa's in Maryland.
I was trying to-
look,
How about the Piggly Wiggly? Can we get some Piggly Wiggly?
Look, he's an Exxon. That's where he is.
Sunoco. Hey, look, bro, look, I'm gonna just tell you, I feel like Deshaun Watson, because here's the thing, we talked about it yesterday. I think he has to be great. I think he got to be great for the Browns to win. I don't think it's gonna be a while before they get the pieces and parts. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna play with a certain type of offense, I need a certain type of weaponry out there. And right now we ain't got that weaponry. We got them old, them old Russian tanks.
You got some high top black cleats on.
We got them old. We marching doing parades with the huge. Don't use them big old missiles no more. We need some drones. We need some stealth game. We got big dudes, got tight ends and stuff. We gotta wait till next couple years to get something. So
Got a running team.
Hey, well, you got it. We are. We're in transition.
That's how they built it.
We transit. Some of the plays is ugly. It looked like the old Jacoby playbook mixed with a few shotgun plays right now.
Well, good news, G. The Browns have elevated wide receiver Dalen Baldwin from the practice squad. Maybe he's the answer at wide receiver. Good old Dalen Baldwin.
I didn't even know he was on the roster.
Who's heard of Dalen Baldwin?
Never.
not.
Our receiver game is.
That's what we're down to.
Our receiver game.
All right, who's next? Me or
Jay,
Bull?
you are up next.
All right, I don't even remember mine. I don't even know why.
Wow, Jay picking the Browns to win.
Yeah, I know.
It's hopeful. It's wishful.
These are all hoping.
These is wishes on the
hope. These are
wishing
hoping
on the
prayers.
star.
I'm on
These are hoping
a
prayers.
little winning streak, though, of correctly picking the games, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. Here's my advice to Kevin Stefanski.
Okay.
Bro.
When you're in field goal range,
Take
the
them
points.
points.
use your kicker.
Take them. Hey.
Can you call up our season schedule?
The full one?
You had it earlier, yeah.
As in, like, the side panel of it? Or you want
Yeah.
Yeah, the side panel.
Yeah, we take the side panel, Steve.
The one that has all
It's
the
side
scores
panel.
on it.
Take the points.
bro.
Give us 1 second.
Take the point. It's been a 13-game experiment where we don't take the points.
Oh, my God.
And
And it's
Bull's
worked plenty of times. You only mention it when it doesn't work.
In the games where we've lost by 3, all of those we left 3 points on the field. What I'm saying is,
mischaracterization.
against the Jets, against the Falcons, against the Chargers, we left, and against the Ravens. Yeah. All 4 of those games, we lost by 3 points. There were times in those games where we were in makeable field goal range. I'm not talking 58 yards, where we left the points on the field. Screw analytics. Want to try an experiment? Let's experiment with the last 4 games. Let's coach like they coached this game for 75 years. When you're in field goal range and you have 3 points to put up on the scoreboard,
Put the points up.
take them.
Especially
Don't be cute.
Especially if you want to put your backup quarterback in. Especially if you get the urge. If you get
Yeah,
the urge.
on 4th and 1.
To 4th and 1, to go to Jacoby Brissett, just don't.
Now, I mentioned those 4 games, and we left 3 points on the field on all of those.
Yeah.
What in the...
It's true. Field goals are a guarantee.
Would you like to be... It's a much higher guarantee than what we've done this year. If you'd like... If you take those points, 3 of those were 2 points or 1 point. If you take the points and just turn those losses into wins, you're not 5 and 8.
You talking about?
You're 9 and 4.
You can't say if they kick those field goals they won the game.
You can't. But I know how it turned out when we left the points on the field. We're 5 and 8.
Jay, you're playing traditional football. You're
And you're, Jay, by the way, you know who was the first coach to use analytics? You know who's the first coach to use analytics? Bill Belichick.
And you know what I heard
He's been doing it for 30 years.
Now listen, here's what I heard
30 years.
yesterday about analytics, a
30
discussion
years.
about analytics.
Yeah.
They went overboard. Now, the general consensus is now they've leaned too heavily on analytics. We got to put gut in it. It's got to be a blend. And
Every time a play goes wrong, it's analytics' fault.
No, but every time
we all use analytics every day.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm just saying let's try an experiment.
Let me say
We've
this.
left the points on the field and we're 5-8.
Let me say
Let's
this.
take the points once and see what happens.
Let me say this, right? We're talking about traditional football. Just play the odds sometime, right?
Yeah, the odds tell you to go for it. Yes.
No.
You just said play the odds, and the odds tell you to go for
He's
it.
setting up his point.
Can I set up my point?
Go ahead.
All right. Can I set up my point,
Yeah, go ahead.
please? Thank you. All right. So when we set up here and play traditional football, you're playing the odds. It's like the silly basketball here. Everybody launching threes. That ain't traditional basketball.
No.
That's not how you win. No. It might be sexy and sell you some seats, but that's not how you win. You win football games by being in the trenches, doing the things that need to be done. You got to run the ball. You got to pass the ball too, but you got to run the ball. You have to. You have to commit to something. We don't commit to nothing. You don't know what you're gonna do. I have never in my life seen somebody come out on a 4th and 1 and throw something in the end zone with a backup quarterback.
It's happened a million
I'm
times.
done with
Hold
that.
on.
I'm done with it.
Backup quarterback.
I gotta ask you though, Bull.
Backup quarterback, I agree
gotta
with you.
ask you something, man.
Yeah, and that was the rub. Bull.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
It seems that you advocate the Browns do things that the Bengals would never do.
Like what?
They would never take Joe Burrow out of
I
the game.
don't advocate that. I agree putting the backup quarterback was the wrong call.
Also, during that game,
Yeah.
the Bengals are a very feisty team. They got one of them young coordinators too. But when they were down 2 of their top playmakers at receiver, there were multiple times where the Bengals said, you know what, we got to punt it away. We're not going for it. And the Browns got one of the worst defenses, passing or running.
The Bengals punted away. The Bengals didn't pass up on a 4th and 1.
It was 3 times they had
On a
they
4th and
down.
1?
Yeah, they did.
Sure.
Well, one of them, there was no way they were going to go for it. It was like on
Kevin
the 32-yard
Stefanski on
line.
4th down punts most of the time. I mean, let's not make it seem like he goes for it every single. He's gone for like 20 4th downs.
So
that's like one a game.
What we're saying is, look, he's not managed what he's had so far. Even when he has Jacoby Brissett and he should be playing conservatively.
He's a horrible manager.
He is. It's just crazy.
He's horrible.
Guys,
he's a horrible manager of the
There
game.
have been games they've won when he's done the same thing, and when they go for it on 4th down and it works, it never gets brought up.
Here, you have to look no further than his record. He's a horrible manager of the game. It can be true. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Well, he's got a winning record overall.
No, he's 24 and 22 overall.
I mean, it's not great.
I believe.
Nobody said he was great,
24
but
and
he's got a
20.
winning
Here,
record.
The silly things we do here, right? To Jay's point here, right? So
bring up analytics because every coach uses them.
No, I'm bringing up this.
Except for Jeff Saturday. How's he doing?
I want to use analytics, by the way,
I'm bringing up the simplistics right here. You're in these close games, right? At some point, it should dawn on you that maybe I just stay traditional.
What are the Ravens-Browns games decided by?
Maybe.
What are they always decided by, guys?
What do you learn from your losses?
1, 2 points, 3 points.
Always. It's a field goal game when they play the Ravens.
But Jay,
take the points. That's all I'm saying.
At what point in any profession, when there's a lesson to be learned, you don't ever learn the lesson? He never learns the lesson.
Yeah, John Harbaugh learned that lesson. He lost 2 games in a row when he went for the points.
Yeah, he did.
And guess what? I don't know who wrote it. I read it a couple of weeks ago. There was a column about how Harbaugh leaning more on gut than analytics. It was after the 2 games in a row where they lost, where he went for the touchdowns. And I think John might have been. I don't want to speak for him. I don't know if he was being pushed by the front office to go heavily on analytics, but he's using his gut a lot more in his coaching. Here's what I'm saying about Kevin Stefanski and the Browns. We want these last 4 games we want to learn something. If you just go out there and keep doing what you're doing, you're not going to learn anything. We got to learn a lot of things. I've got a lot of question marks going forward. We know the way this team has operated this year.
Yeah.
We've gone for the 4th and 1s. We've gone for to move the sticks, to keep the drives going. We've lost 4 games by 3 points or less. What I'm saying is, let's try the last 4 games to coach as we used to coach. God, when guys used to go for it on 4th and 1 in the 90s, even in the 2000s, the broadcasters were like, what are they doing?
And that was stupid because they should have gone for it more often,
But
obviously.
they did it that way for 75 years. That's the way the game was coached. Now
There was a lot of things
they're
that
coaching
happened for
it like it's
75 years.
Madden.
So, like,
By the way, you know which team has gone for it on fourth down more than any other this year?
Who was that?
San Diego, maybe? San Diego does it a lot.
The Eagles.
Okay.
Okay,
So
what does that
Who's
mean?
the best team in football?
Oh, because they've gone for it on fourth down.
Hold on, let me
Right?
I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm saying
You're twisting numbers to suit your narrative.
No, I'm stating
that's
facts.
misusing that, but that
So
it is a fact. What you said is absolutely a fact, but it's
Still
not
have
cause and
Bull's
effect.
headline, by the way.
I didn't say it was cause and effect.
You led to the
No,
but
I
the way
didn't.
you-
And I'm clearly saying I'm not saying it's cause and effect.
Okay.
I'm saying they're the best team in football, and their choice often is to go for it on fourth down.
Right.
I'm not saying they're definitely winning because of that.
Well, guess
but
what?
that's what their choice
So
is.
here would be how you would properly
You're making it
use.
seem like it's.
not.
You're making it seem like it's cause and effect. The Browns are not. You just
Bull.
you just said that the Browns would have a better record if they had kicked the field goals and all those opportunities. When you can't prove that cause and
Bull.
effect.
Here's what I said.
Well, you just said that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I said they could have won all of those
right.
games.
You.
They were
Yes,
Bull,
and
is
they
this a
could have
fact?
lost them too.
Let me answer this
Yeah.
question. Answer a series of
Yeah.
questions for me. How many games have they lost by 3 points or less?
I don't know off the top of my head.
We just showed you. It's 4.
What is it? 4.
It's
okay.
4.
Yeah.
In all 4 of those games, they had opportunities to take 3 points.
Right.
And they passed, and they got nothing.
And weren't there? I don't remember the play-by-play of every game, but I'm sure there were times in those same games where they did go for it and they made it a first down or whatever, and maybe they scored a touchdown in those games. I can't remember now play-by-play of those games.
Right.
Where maybe it wouldn't have been a 3-point game had they not gone for it another time to make it closer.
Here's what I'm saying, why, and I think the league is catching up with this, and I think you're going to see less leaning on analytics, and here's why. You're taking a broad number that's league-wide. Now, there are cases where you take your team, but when you take a league-wide number of what you convert on 4th and 1,
I don't think anybody does that.
They use 2 numbers. There's that number,
Yeah.
and they also use their own number. But here, there are so many things, Bull, that do not factor into that equation.
I think we should just drop it because you're not going to convince me.
No,
I'm not
we
gonna
got your
convince
headline.
you.
We still got Bull's headline.
Good,
so
good.
let's take Bull's headline. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bull's headline is Browns lean on analytics and win out the rest of the season.
Hey, the Patriots have done it for 30 years. Watson comes to life. Watson's 3 touchdowns lead Browns to upset of Ravens. That's a bad job out of me. It's not an upset
Yeah, it
because the
won't be an
Browns are
upset.
favored.
No, but you know
But
what?
I think he's going to have a big game.
Bull, you said the same thing when Brad showed his. This is what scares me about this game.
Yeah.
Subconsciously in our minds, we are the underdog.
It feels like they're an underdog even though they're not.
The one thing I don't think
Because
we've
the
talked
Ravens
about
have a
enough
much
this
better
week-
record.
I don't think we've talked enough about this week the Ravens defense.
Man, let me tell you something.
I don't think we've talked enough about that.
Hey, Jay, I don't care what Vegas say. We're an underdog every time we hit the field.
It feels like it.
Yes, it does.
It feels
That's-
in our
and
minds.
that's the reception across the league.
And
here.
Bull proved it, and you
That's
proved
the
it. And
reception
if
across
we
the
win,
league.
I know by Vegas standards, it's not an upset. But this is not a game that I think we all expect us
Nobody
to win, even
here
though we
in
say
this
it.
town has confidence in this
how
operation.
could you?
They
You
don't.
can't.
So
No.
you're an underdog. You're playing beneath
Well, they're
yourself.
not, but there's no reason to have confidence.
If you go to
When you
Vegas
fi-
and look at it,
Yeah, you can't have confidence in a
if your
team that's
gut,
5-8.
Your gut tells you that you're an underdog.
My gut tells me that their defense
Yeah,
is
you-
going to make it really, really difficult.
And that's why the Browns got to throw a lot because they're much better against the run.
Well,
Guys, I got a little bit of bad news.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Polk is stuck on a shoot for upstairs. He will not be able to come in.
Oh, we
I know
can
his
just argue
segment was
about
really good today.
analytics.
Do you want to
All
tell
good.
people what it was going to be, or should we?
Well, is it? And we really can't use it any other
We
time.
can't use it another
Well,
week.
we
It
can always
makes
talk about
most
the
Yeah,
sense.
go ahead, explain it. I thought it was funny.
I don't know more than what I told you, but he was going to come in as the ghost of Art Modell
Yeah.
and heckle the Ravens.
You
the
shouldn't have
Browns,
spoiled
do
it.
that. Well, we can't use it till next year.
Ah,
By that
that's
point,
true.
we'll
Well,
all
let's
forget.
hear.
I do want to say one sec, Brad, before
Brad.
we move on. I do want to remind everybody that after
Bad
the
shot.
game
Awful.
on
Awful.
Saturday, we're doing our 2-minute warning show. Even though it's a Saturday, we will still be there. Hopefully, Jeff Lloyd is back with us. It'll be me, G, Bull. Possibly Jeff, if his internet is up to speed. We will not let anyone on without
funny,
elite
isn't it?
internet connection. We hear you in the chat. We see you guys. We're trying to work with Jeff to improve that. We got a 2-minute warning show. That is free.